How's it? Welcome back. So here's a quick video about some dream journaling tips, I guess. And it came up because I was talking to my oldest son about it, where he had a night with the best dream recall that he's ever shared with me, at least, where they still like to sleep in the room with us for whatever reason. So we let him do that on the weekends. And then this one particular morning, me and him happened to get up last, which is a pretty rare occurrence. Normally, him and his younger brother will get up first so they can go, play around in the living room and shit without any adult supervision and whatever. But this one particular morning, Mama and our youngest got up first, so they were out chilling in the living room. And then I got up next, but then as I was waking up, just made too much damn noise, ended up waking up my older boy. And so then he pops up and he's like, "Oh, Pops, I was having tons of dreams," and he wanted to share them with me, which, of course, I really love when he does that. And so he shared with me 3. He remembered more, but then in the process of him telling me the first 3 dreams, he forgot everything else. So, of course, I was like, "Hey, man, you should start dream journaling." I actually dream journal his dreams when he does share them with me. But I was like, "Hey, man, you should start doing this yourself." Plus, report cards came out today. He did pretty good, but, he could improve on some of his English and literature and shit. So, it will kind of be like a double benefit, right? Record your dreams and then practice your writing and whatever else. But anyway, so we talked a little bit about it. And so then it got me thinking, about some essential, at least I would consider them essential dream journaling tips here. And so the first one is just concerning dream recall, is when you initially wake up, you really got to get into the habit of not doing anything else except for lying in bed, keeping your eyes closed, not changing body positions, and just running through those dreams over and over and over in your head so you can have it down well enough to dream journal after the fact. So I'll put at least, good like 10 minutes or so aside to commit those to memory. Another good thing to do is if you wake up at any point throughout the night to go bathroom or whatever, spend some time in bed, eyes closed, all that same stuff, playing back whatever dreams you had up until that point. Go use the bathroom or whatever, go back to sleep. And then when you wake up again in the morning, recommit the earlier dreams to memory and then also any subsequent dreams you had after that. Also, I do find it way, way, way better to dream journal electronically. Now, I do think there is something cool to writing them out and having a nice dream journal and all of that, but just for like practical purposes, it is way more convenient to do it electronically. It makes it so much easier to search through if you're trying to find keywords and themes and stuff like that. Then you don't gotta keep just piles and piles and piles of dream journals. Although I think that's kind of a cool thing to have. But, I've been doing this for years and man, I got so much dreams on my Evernote that if I had to put that down on a piece of paper, that just would be crazy. Plus, I don't got to worry about spelling and stuff like that. I can just pump it out, type it out really quickly, and then go back later and correct anything. On top of that, and I would imagine this is true for the majority of people, as long as you know how to type, is that I type way the hell faster than I write. And of course, if you try to write fast, it comes out super sloppy, hard to read, and whatever else. Then a couple other key things when it comes to journaling is that, well, first of all, when it comes to dating it, you got to backdate it, right? So you don't journal with the date in the morning you're writing it out. You backdate it to the night before. And then aside from just keeping the, descriptions of each dream, I like to follow, I like to track these other things as well. So what time it is I went to sleep. Also, what I did before going to sleep. So, if I was drinking beer or something like that. And then also if I'm doing like a sleep supplement, review, which I've done several on the channel, I'll put down, like time release B6 I took or mugwort or whatever else. So I like to track that stuff. And then everything else after this, I basically put on like a 1 through 3 scale. 1 being not that good, 2 being average, 3 being good. Sometimes I'll go above a 3 for certain topics, and sometimes I'll go like to a 0 for certain things as well, but pretty much just a 1 through 3 scale. So then I track how easy it was for me to fall asleep, what I felt like my sleep quality was overall, how I felt waking up overall. Then if the dreams just overall were, neutral, that would be a 2. Negative, that would be a 1, or positive, that would be a 3. And then as I go, write out each individual dream after that, I'll also put that little marking by, whatever, neutral, negative, positive, or whatever. Then I also track what my general dream quantity was, again on a 1 through 3 scale, 3 being lots of dreams, 2 being normal, 1 being not that many. I'll do how good my dream recall was, again 1 through 3. My dream vividness, right, how vivid were the dreams, and then if I was lucid or not, and again that's on a 1 through 3 scale. And then if I'm like super duper lucid, sometimes I throw a 4 in there. If I'm like, I just had like, I had a thought like maybe I was dreaming, but I didn't really have any control, it was really short, I might just throw like a 0, like a 0.5 in there. I guess a 0 would be not lucid at all. So sometimes I'll mess around and do things like that. And then after that, you get into each individual dream. And, that can take a really long time. Like when I'm writing out a bunch of different dreams, even just one really long dream, I mean, that's going to take me like a solid 10 minutes at least typing that out. So that's another kind of crappy part about dream journaling is you got to, commit a lot of time to it. If I remembered a bunch of dreams, like, I don't know, like 3 or more, and I remembered a lot of those 3, I got to put aside at least bare minimum half an hour to write all that shit out. Sometimes I can spend like an hour writing out my dreams and things like that. But anyway, just a few things that I thought I would throw in there. I really would like my older son to start dream journaling at some point, because I just got to kind of push him harder to do that. But anyway, with this said, that's it. Until the next video, keep your dream work practices legit.